across this narrow ass fucking balance beam. Like, bitch, my big toe can't even fit on that shit. Tell me these people aren't experienced without telling me. Like, they show up and show the fuck out. The ninth time, Parvati. How do y'all let gamers get this far? What are we doing? Those should have been out the episode, the day, the moment they knew she was a Survivor player. Like, she wasn't working behind the scenes, and now it's a little too late, as they can see. David and Parvati's reaction is just the fucking best. Like, they are fucking cracking up. They can't believe he went forth with it. I love a straight shooter. I love that she took David's move and flipped it back on him. She is a gamer. She also did not let emotions get to her. This whole time, David is quiet. He is locked, shut the fuck down, okay? He is not saying a fucking word. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pure Mayhem, where we recap, react, and review to all your favorite TV shows. If you like videos like these, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. This is Deal or No Deal Island, Season 2, Episode 9. We start this episode off with Lottie telling Phil, like, bruh, we need to get David out. He is a physical threat in this game. When the final challenge comes, the person that we're going to need to beat is David, not Parvati. She's not a big-ass threat. Beautiful Lottie, girl, is fine, okay? Then gets approached by Dickson, who kind of has a trick up his sleeve. He's being manipulated by his alliance, I think. I mean, he kind of wants to do this too for betterment of his game. But Parvati and David are looking like proud parents right now. Dickson is giving Lete a symbol of trust by giving her a friendship bracelet that says DONDI Babe in his initials and Lottie's initials. Now, what? Friendship bracelet? No, that is not a friendship bracelet if your initials are there. I mean, whatever. But Lottie knows that Dickson doesn't have game, and she kind of finds it cute. But he really seals the deal, and quite literally with a kiss. And David and Parvati's reaction is just the fucking best. Like, they are fucking cracking up. They can't believe he went forth with it. But honestly, I can't blame Dickson. I mean, who is not gonna like that? And she tall. But the proud parents are happy, you know, their child just fucking did what needed to be done. And honestly, I'm kind of shocked by Dickson's dirty play. Like, go home and tell your family you ain't boring now, okay? You just fucking did that. Like, you did that. Dickson is so cute, though. To really think that Drew can pull Lottie? What is it? Bruh, who's gonna tell him? Like, why did your parents do that to you? Why did they do that to you? But at the challenge, the players are told by Joe that they're going to be carrying heavy cases across this narrow-ass fucking balance beam. Like, bitch, my big toe can't even fit on that shit. All the way to the other side, to the platform on the bottom right that you see there. And they have to do it within 2 minutes. But as you can see, the ground, it's fucking quicksand, so it's not gonna be easy. Dickson gets stuck his entire round, can't even move, everyone laughing at his efforts. And Dickson chooses a red case, which basically means that if he got that across, he would be safe from facing the banker, just like the other red case. And he gets to choose who goes next after him, and he chooses David. David has trouble on the beam, but he has the best strategy for the sand. He basically swims on it, and he gets it across in time. He chooses Parvati next, and she has and does the same strategy, and CK goes next, and she fucking falls hard. She wipes out, face plants head first into the fucking quicksand. But she gets up like the warrior that she is, and she fucking still gets it done in time. She's able to move in the mud and maneuver, and Dickson couldn't, and she basically died starting this challenge, so that's crazy. Lete and Phillip both get it across, but they were one of the last to go, so the chances of them actually winning were very slim, and they know it, so they're worried. They don't want to be the ones up facing the banker tonight. David ultimately has the highest value case, and he's today's winner of the challenge, with Parvati being safe for the 9th time because she got the red case across successfully in time. The 9th time, Parvati. How do y'all let gamers get this far? What are we doing? But honestly, they really couldn't even send Parvati home because she's been safe the whole fucking game. Like, what a fucking legend. What a legend. Parvati just continues to impress me. Like, is she really about to make this final? Is she possibly gonna win? Those should have been out the episode, the day, the moment they knew she was a Survivor player. Like, she wasn't working behind the scenes, and now it's a little too late, as they can see. The fact that David and Parvati are safe again is fucking crazy. How do they keep getting by? How are the two biggest threats that everyone kind of named at the beginning of the fucking season still here? Like, what are y'all doing? Tell me these people aren't experienced without telling me. Like, they show up and show the fuck out. How are David and Parvati safe again? How did they make another episode again after what they just did last episode? Like, fortunately enough, Dickson was able to go first and choose them. But damn, the losers of today's challenge, Dickson, Lottie, and Phillip, pretty much none of them want to go in. And David, he kind of throws shade at Lete, and he's like, girl, you threw me in. You had me up at risk of facing the banker, so honestly, I should just return the favor. Lete catches on, and she's like, he's going to put me up, Dickson. He's not going to pick you. Lete tells David that she's going to go for CK, but now she's wondering if she should go for Dickson just to get back at David. At the temple, David does choose Lete to go against the banker, and immediately she says that she's going after Dickson. She's sending Dickson home if she wins tonight. I love a straight shooter. I love that she took David's move and flipped it back on him. She is a gamer. She also did not let emotions get to her, and clearly that shit bracelet didn't work. She didn't give a fuck. She felt his vibe during the challenge that he didn't pick her first after he went, and he picked Parvati, so he chose a side. And she's like, what kind of boyfriend does that? So she dumped him. She's done with him. She's like, and just because you did that to me, I'm going to send your ass home. And that is a legend herself. Lines are clearly divided, and she's going for the other side. Lete makes her starting case number 2. She ends round 1 pretty well. 3 from the low side out, 2 from the high. But as the game goes on, she kind of evens out her odds. This whole time, David is quiet. He is shut the fuck down, okay? He is not saying a fucking word. Parvati's talking, but she's kind of not looking a little too genuine. And I love me some Par, but it wasn't giving real, sis. It wasn't. You wasn't fooling anybody. You want Lete gone. She knows it. And sis, if you wasn't safe, you or David, she was coming after you. She was. After saying no deal twice, takes the final offer of $550,000, and after she instantly regrets it. But it turns out to be a good deal and lives another day in this game. And honestly, she's a bigger threat than Dickson to the family and anyone, because she has shown to be a great competitor. She can compete, and she's tough. So this final is not going to be too easy for the family, and we got 2 strong athletes, 1 male, 1 female, and a very, very sneaky strategic player in CK. So each division in the house kind of have the same strengths, and it's going to be up. But now that she made a good deal, she has a choice to make, and look who's scared. Look who's like, I'm just waiting for her to say my name, Dickson. She tries to be all soft. She's like, we've been through a lot together, but you're still going home. Dickson, good night. And Dickson is out of this game, and I am kind of sad. He was entertaining to watch. He was funny. He was the underdog. He was very relatable, but I didn't believe he'd win this game, so I'm glad to see him go and see the real gamers fight this shit out. People with ambition, people with strategy, a tad more entertaining. I think if Dickson was able to get that case across, it probably would have been one of Phillip or Lete leaving tonight. But hey, it didn't turn out that way, and it's his own fault, to be honest. I know he wishes that maybe he should have faced the banker. I don't know, did anyone else think that, like, this was David and Parvati's way of getting rid of Dickson by not choosing him to go up without directly doing it themselves? I think it was that. Like, it was a good move to do at this time. They're getting towards the end, and they're not directly responsible, and they can still keep that positive relationship with him. But he definitely is someone who someone probably would have tried to take to the end too. So it gives someone who's more stronger than him a better chance of making it to the final. And let's see what that fucking turns out to be. Because at the end of this episode, the banker gives Joe a call, and she tells him that next excursion, it's a double elimination. 2 people are going home, and only 3 are making it to the final. And with that, that has been Deal or No Deal Island Season 2, Episode 9. And I can't wait to see who makes it to the final. I think at this point, potential winners have to be Lete, David, or Parvati, maybe even a little bit of CK. I think Phillip is the least deserving. He's kind of floated his way here. He's kind of being a little too emotional and taking things a little too personal. It makes him insecure about his relationships in this house. But yes, he's been involved, but he hasn't really done any moves or done too much. So let's see if he can skate his way through again. But with that, good night.